Everybody's here but Eddie.
You tell him 7 o'clock sharp?
I told him, but he didn't seem too anxious.
I'm not sure he's right for us.
We need a top writer, don't we? Now, where are we going to find one?
Press agents are a dime a dozen.
I don't want a press agent. I want an established sports writer, you understand?
He's a has-been. He doesn't have a column anymore.
It's all right. He still meets the big columnists on their own level, and the boys like him, and they believe what he tells.
What makes you think he'll work for you?
Because I think he's ready. That's what makes me think so. Now, you understand? You understand? Fine.
I see you've cleaned the place up a little since I was here last.
Eddie, I'm glad you could make it.
Why so early in the morning? What are you hiding, Nick?
Well, when I find a good thing, I like to keep it quiet. Understand?
Who is it this time?
Vince, see what he's doing. Eddie, you're a big talent. You're a real, real big talent. I used to read your column every day in the newspaper, and then when the newspaper folded, I missed it.
Yeah, well, let's skip the build-up. Get down to the main event.
All right, Eddie. I got a position I want you to fill. Now, it's not the usual press agent's routine. It's an important job that calls for an important man that pays important money, and I think you're important. Interested?
Well, I didn't come here to work out.
All righty. Now, look, the fight... George! What's he doing?
Getting ready, Mr. Benko.
Well, tell him to hurry it up.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Eddie, the fight game in this country is falling apart. The boys are all getting too smart. They all want to go to college. They want to become doctors. They want to become lawyers. They don't want to fight for a living. So I sent a couple of the boys abroad to find me some new material. I think they come up with a winner. He just got off the boat this morning. The guy's name is Toro Marino.
Toro Marino, I never heard of him.
Well, I told you he's new, didn't I? Mr. Grande? Mr. Grande, this is Mr. Willis, a very famous sports writer who's going to make Toro famous.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you, senor.
Likewise.
And I don't think we should keep Mr. Willis waiting, do you?
No, senor Benko.
All right. That's Spick. He's Toro's manager. I had to bring him from Argentina because Toro's lost without him.
How does this deal pay?
I want you to stay and take a look at it
If
first.
the money's not right, why waste our time?
All righty. $250 a week.
No,
wait.
no. You'll have to up it.
All right, so you'll have an open-end expense account. Now, Leo here, he's the bookkeeper, writes the checks, charges it off the business, and for you, it's tax-free.
All right, I'll take a look at him.
Sí, ahí todo.
I really can pick him, can't I?
Calma, mucha calma, que ya verás lo que representa esto.
Let's say you have a special gift for picking the right people for the right job.
How long have I been after you? Was it 8 years? How many times did you turn me down? 10 or 20 times. Now, did I get discouraged? No, sir. No, sir. You wait around long enough, and sooner or later, everything falls right in your lap.
Like rotten apples, huh?
All right, Danny, let's see what he can do.
George. Feel him out, George. Make him move around, but don't let anything go till I tell you.
Okay, you get it like you want it, Mr. McGuff.
Mucha calma, que ya verás lo que representa. Dale. Cuídalo, cuídalo. Con la izquierda, Toro. Con la izquierda. Con la izquierda. Otra vez, otra vez, otra vez, Toro. Otra vez.
All right, Grandy, all right. Sit down and shut up.
Come on, get down, get down.
Let's see if he can punch.
Let him belt you one, George.
Okay.
He can't hit. He's a stiff, muscle-bound.
Let's see if he can take it.
Open up a little, George.
Okay.
Once in the belly. In the kidneys.
Okay.
On the button, George.
Okay.
Powder puff punch and a glass jaw. That's a great combination.
Está bien, todo está bien. Es la primera vez estos americanos pelean de una forma distinta. Señor Benko, it's just like I told you. Toro is an amateur. He's as strong as a bull.
All right, take him to the shower. Take him to the
You'll
shower.
see how soon he'll
All
learn
right,
because...
you too. You take a shower, too. All right, you go on, move. Go on. All right, Vince, Frank, take a walk. Look, Eddie, there's $1 million locked up in Toro. Now, how do we crack the combination?
You'll never get this one off the ground.
What do you think I've got you here for? Because I need a solid contact with the working press. I need somebody who's not too big, not too small, an in-between guy, and that's you, Willis.
A few minutes ago, you told me I was a big talent.
Well, you and I were plain talking people. Let's not bully each other.
It's a waste of time. This
Did
guy...
I ask you? Then shut up. All right, Willis, you're on.
You put him in the ring with even a mediocre heavyweight. Get his brains beat
This
out.
guy is a giant. You mean to tell me you can't drum up copy on him?
Oh, I can get him space.
Look, he is a natural, Eddie, a natural. Sure, I can get 1 million bums that can box, but Toro's got it in him to fill a stadium. Leo, tell him why I'm in this business.
To make a buck.
You hear that?
Yeah, that's the only reason I'm here. But what happens to the kid in his first fight?
That's Max's department.
You're going to hire a tank artist to take a dive.
Right.
Well, you got the wrong man for the job.
Just what I told you.
Shut up! He's old enough to talk for himself, isn't he? Listen to me, Willis, you got your sights all screwed up. The fight game today is like show business. There's no real fighters anymore. They're all actors. The best showman becomes the champ. Now, you wouldn't hesitate to publicize an actor, would you?
Well, you argue pretty good, and I like the money, but what happens to a clumsy kid like Toro when he has to fight a guy you can't fix?
You don't think I'm gonna let my investment get hurt, do you? Tell him, Leo.
No one gets hurt.
Okay, now. Oh, come on, Eddie. Come up with something. Well, come on, give me an idea. Don't fight it, Eddie. What are you trying to do? Hold on to your self-respect? Did your self-respect help you hold your job? Did your self-respect give you a new column? Eddie, if you help me, I'll help you.
Well, you'll never kick him off in this town. The boys would never swallow it.
All right, then when do we kick him off?
California, they like freak attractions out there.
Fine. All right, Leo, you get the tickets ready by tomorrow morning. Deal?
Nick, you've been trying to get me for 8 years. All right, you got me. It's a deal.
Eddie, you make me just a little nervous. How come I got you so easy?
Your timing just happened to be perfect. For 17 years, I wrote a newspaper column. Never missed a deadline, never saved a dime. Suddenly, I find myself out in the street running again.
You mean to tell me a good newspaper man like you can't get a job elsewhere?
Well, a newspaper job only pays a living. I want a bank account. Man passes 40, he shouldn't have to run anymore. Line up plenty of press conferences, commercial tie-ins with hat and shirt manufacturers, personal appearances on TV and radio, all you can grab off.
Hi. Who are you talking to?
It was Art Levitt in Los Angeles.
Hello, Art.
That was Beth. Art says say hello. Yeah, well, this boy is great, Art. He's ready for a crack at the title right now. I want to build him up fast. Well, of course I'm excited. I got something to be excited about. Yeah, well, I'll see you tomorrow night in L.A. for dinner. And thanks. Thanks a lot, Art.
What's this? I'll see you in L.A. You leaving town?
I'm back in business, public relations.
What firm are you going with?
Been looking all over for you. We're taking off tonight.
I said I'd go tomorrow.
Nick says we go tonight. We couldn't get tickets for tomorrow. Do you mind?
Who's the broad, Eddie?
The broad is my wife.
What's the matter with you?
All right, we wasted enough time looking for you, Eddie. Nick says you go when we go. You're the press agent, the front.
I can get a plane out tomorrow. I haven't packed yet.
You'll buy all you need on the coast. You got an expense account. This is your advance. Here's your ticket. You'll be at the airport at 10 o'clock sharp. Come on.
Who are those charming characters?
The board of directors, Nick Benko's boxing club. The boys.
Press agent for fighters?
Oh, don't knock it. It pays $1,000 a month in expenses.
Well, why do you have to go to California?
Well, I got this fighter they want to build up.
Does he need a build-up?
The big one. He's a freak, a giant. Strong as a bull, but green as a cucumber. You could lick it.
I don't know, Eddie. I don't like to think of you as a fighter's press agent. It's a little sad.
You make it sound like a soap opera. What's the difference? You sell a fighter, you sell soap. It's all selling.
I guess so. But I think you're capable of something more important.
Well, a little of this and a lot of this will make you change your mind. When we meet the press, they're going to start shooting a lot of questions. Tell them to let me give all the answers. Is that clear?
Dice que los periodistas nos van a hacer muchas preguntas y que contestemos lo que nos va a decir. ¿Me entiendes? Contéstale en inglés.
Sí, señor.
No, speak English.
Yes, mister.
You see, he understands.
Yes, to you.
Frankly, no. Everything is going so fast that I cannot think, but I trust you.
Now, you just leave everything to me and we'll come out smelling like a rose.
Contesta en inglés, en inglés.
I do only like you say. You are my friend.
I'll try to be.
Good. Now we are all friends. I like it.
I hope all you freeloaders are enjoying your drinks and the dollar cigar.
Been on the coast for 6 weeks. Nobody's seen your boy train.
What gives, Eddie? I looked up Turo on the book. There's no record of him in South America.
He knocked out 38 guys in a row. None of them went over 3 rounds. You believe that one? I tell you another one.
Who discovered him, Eddie?
I'll let his compadre answer that. This is Senora Grande.
Señores, I'm so happy to be with you lovely people and be able to tell you all about El Toro, who is like my own son.
Where'd you find Toro?
You see, I have small circus in my country. We went to Santa Maria, a little village on the Andes, and there my strongman challenged all the villagers with the boxing gloves. El Toro put the gloves on, and 2 minutes later, finish. El Toro is now my new strongman.
Yeah, but can he box?
You know Gene Tunney.
Can he punch?
Not like Jack Dempsey.
Well, what's he got beside being just big?
Got an iron jaw and a cast iron stomach. Not a man alive can hurt him.
Why did he become a boxer?
Why'd he become a fighter? His family were stone cutters. He never wore shoes till he was 19. I guess he got tired walking around barefooted.
How far do you think he'll go in this country?
All the way. Leave for the fight in 20 minutes. So drink up. There'll be plenty more on the bus.
Hi, Art.
Hello, Graham. How are you? Hello.
It should be one, you know? Should be a good one.
Eddie! How these guys treat you, Eddie?
I'm finding out it's pretty rough on this side of the fence.
Well, it's always rough with people we like. You should know. Means you're a hit. I rushed over from the station. Just give your boy a real plug on my TV show. Hope he comes through tonight.
He will.
I didn't get a chance to ask Eddie. Must have been a shocker when your paper folded.
Beth was real depressed. Me, well.
Can your boy fight it? None of these big guys have any coordination.
We're bringing him along. What are you drinking?
Anything.
Same old stuff, huh? Bourbon on the rocks.
How come you turned press agent? You know, to me, you can talk plain.
I need a check every week.
It would have to be Nick Benko's boxing club.
The New York Times didn't send for me. Benko did. Anyway, what's the difference? Money's money no matter where you get it.
Yeah. L'chaim.
I'll need it.
Ladies and gentlemen, main event of the evening, 10 rounds of heavyweight boxing. Introducing the heavyweight champion of the Pacific Fleet and one of California's contenders for the heavyweight crown at 196 pounds, Cele Ragazzo. And introducing for his first appearance in the United States, the heavyweight champion of South America, the wild man of the Andes, undefeated in 39 fights, at 278 pounds, Toro Marino. Get in the bus, Toro.
Remember, Sally, you're going one.
what they say. If he keeps that up, he's going to wind up in the Bay.
What goes, Max?
I don't know. I told him to go in one.
Hey, Frank.
Foul! Foul! Hey, buddy, break out of foul! Foul! What's the matter with you, buddy?
Silly sailor, what are you trying to pull? Splash, go down.
He's got nothing. I'll flatten him.
Con la izquierda.
I wish I had my comedy.
We'll fix the sailor. Take care of him good.
Right.
Operator, what's holding up my New York call? Hurry it up, please. We'll try that number again. Yes, yes. Call me right back. Busy.
How's Toro?
I put him to bed. What happened tonight? Why was everybody so mad at the stadium? We win, no?
Grande, go to bed.
I'm not a child. You cannot talk to me like that.
What do you want? Who asked you down here?
Toro is my friend. To you men, it's nothing but a machine to make money.
Will you be quiet, Granny? You got a room? Now go on back to it. Go ahead.
Leave him alone.
But these men have made lots of promises. So far, we haven't received one penny. We want some money right now, or we leave Toro and me.
You think this is a freak show you get paid every night? You're working for a big corporation. We keep books. You'll get your share when the time comes.
When will the time come?
How should I know? It's up to the New York office. Who are you looking for?
Are you Vince?
No, you got the wrong room.
Hey. I'm Vince. You girls wait for me downstairs in the bar, huh?
Don't be too long.
Broads at a time like this.
Gotta learn to relax, Leo.
Frank, go buy Grandy a beer.
Hey, Louise, come on, let's hang one on, huh?
Keep tab on the dolls for me, Frank.
Yeah, sure.
We're in the soup. The commissioner's held up the person. There's going to be an investigation. Well, let them investigate. Who's going to talk?
Who'll talk? The whole press was there. They'll talk.
Who cares about them? Nobody reads these West Coast papers in the East, and that's where the money is.
Art Levitt's got a sport newscast on TV. He's coast to coast.
Your friend.
Yes, my friend.
The commissioner's going to subpoena him. That Levitt throws a lot of weight in California. He can murder us.
Hello? Oh, hi, Nick. No, nothing's wrong. It's just a little setback.
The boxing commission investigates your first fight and you call that a little setback?
Oh, you know already. You phoned from the stadium, you think.
I had to tell him about Levin, the commission.
I want it fixed, you understand? I don't care. I want it fixed. Fixed, that's right. Now, is Eddie there? Put him on the phone.
All right.
Put Eddie on the phone.
He wants to talk to you.
Yeah, hello, Nick.
Hello, Eddie. Listen, how's it look? Look pretty bad for us?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's all Leo's fault. I should have known better than to put a bookkeeper in charge.
No. It wasn't Leo's fault. It just happened.
Well, listen, wherever there's an in, there must be a way out now. Can you think of something to fix it?
No. Well, how can I fix it?
Well, you got valuable connections. Use them.
No, not a chance.
Look, I'd fly out tonight and take care of it myself, but I can't because 4 of my boys are fighting this week in Boston, Philadelphia, Buffalo, and Cleveland, so I can't be all over at once. But I know you can do it, Eddie. I know you can.
No, I won't.
Oh, don't talk like that, please. I won't listen to that kind of talk.
Well, then don't. I'll hang up.
Now, wait a minute. Don't hang up. Don't hang up. Hold it. Just hold it.
I'll give you back to Leo.
I don't want Leo. You want a bank account? I give you a bank account. I make your partner. I give you 10%.
10% of what?
10% of Toro. 10% of the whole deal. I got a lot of dough sunk in this, Eddie. You owe it to me to pull it off.
I don't owe you anything.
But you owe it to yourself. You owe it to your wife. You walk out on me now and you walk out broke. Now, we need each other. Don't fight me. I'll give you anything you want, I promise you.
Now, never mind the promises. Now, listen, Nick. I want the same as Leo gets, and I want it in writing and no interference.
All right. All right, I'll have a written contract there mailed to you tomorrow, and from here on in, tell Leo you're the big wheel. Okay, Eddie?
Okay. Nick says I'm a partner if I get us out of this bind. I get 10% same as you. Only from here on in, I manage things. So don't look so beat, Leo. I could have aced you right into the gutter.
What stopped you?
Well, I hate to see a man lose his job, even you. Art, I'm not asking you to give any false testimony. There's always a question of doubt in any fight. That's all I want from you is the benefit of that doubt.
What's in doubt? You're trying to tell me it wasn't a bag fight?
Oh, you can't do this to me.
It's not you I'm after, Eddie. It's Banco and his boxing club.
You can't put Banco out of business. He owns a stable of fighters. Sure, you can get Toro's license revoked, but that'll put me out of business. Art, I'm asking you.
Eddie, how can you ask me to lie for you?
You don't have to lie. Just don't say anything if you don't want to.
I got $3,000 in the bank. I'll lend you any part of it.
I don't want you to lend me anything. I want you to pay me what you owe me.
What do I owe you?
A favor, what good friends do for each other. Why did you have to pick this stinking little fight to make yourself a hero?
You knew it was a crooked fight. Why did you ask me to go and watch it?
Are you telling me you never saw a fixed fight and looked the other way to hold your job? You weren't born in this office you have now.
All right, I know you got me my first job in New York. I've always been grateful for that, Eddie.
Yeah, forget that. Can you stand there and tell me you never played ball with promoters who bought advertising in the newspapers you wrote for?
I'm not proud of it.
Ah, but you did it. And you did it because you were a nobody. And you were afraid you'd lose your job if you took a slap at the wrong people. Now you're a big man. You don't have to lie to hold your job. Well, I do.
Eddie, I want to show you something. Charlie, will you put that roll of film on I gave you this morning? I pieced together some film for my next TV show. I want you to take a look at it, a good look at it. These are not actors you're going to see. They're real fighters who were once top names in the ring. Thank you. Will you pardon us, please? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Art Levitt talking to you in front of Rudy's Beanery from Skid Row in Los Angeles. Standing beside me is the next fighter who is a top-notch fighter. What's your name?
My name is Joey Grapp.
How old are you?
I'm 57 years old.
How many fights have you had, Joey?
I had 243 fights.
You ever fight any champions?
I fought so many I forgot who I fought.
How much money did you make as a fighter?
Well, I made anywhere from $500,000 to $750,000.
Tell me, does your head ever hurt?
Oh, I get these sinus pains, I do.
What do you do now?
Now?
Yeah, what do you do now?
Well, now I'm looking for work, I am.
You are. Where are you living?
I sleep in my car opposite the ranch market, I do.
You sleep in a car?
Yes.
Well, are you married?
I had to retire. Everybody's retired so nobody could take... No, my wife passed away.
Oh, your wife passed away?
Yes.
Did you have any children?
Yeah, my boy got lost in the war, he did.
Oh, he did. Why don't you get a regular job?
Huh?
I said, why don't you get a regular job? Well, have you got a trade?
No, I ain't got no trade outside of fighting.
Joey, what do you think of the manager?
Well, managers go on forever, but fighters only last a short time.
You think that there should be a home for fighters?
Definitely and specifically the same as baseball players. They should be pensioned off, they should.
Well, do you think that you take the money from the fighter, or do you think that the boxing commission should pay for that?
The commission and the authorities, the state and the government it should be under it should be under a government issue altogether. The same as the President of the United States, we should have a commissioner of the Boxing Authority of the United States in Washington, D.C.
What are your plans for the future, Joe?
Huh?
I said, what are your plans for the future?
What future?
Thank you very, very much, Joey Grapp.
That's very nice. Thank you,
Mr.
Mr.
Want to see more?
No, I've had enough.
You still want me to keep my mouth shut?
Yes, Art, I do. Why do you suppose I took this job? Because I like it? No, because I don't like sleeping in the park.
All right. I'll tell the commission that, in my opinion, it could have been an honest match. Will that settle our account?
Yes, almost.
What else, Eddie? Tell me. I want to know now.
Well, now, Art, don't
I
do
want to
this.
know. I want to close our books so we don't have any business to do in the future. What else, Eddie? What else?
Just stop looking at me as if I picked your pocket.
Vince, you're ignoring me.
Oh, I think about you all the time.
I'm going down to the casino and play some blackjack.
No, you don't.
Well, what am I supposed to do? Feels good.
Let's see, I'll give him 6 brothers and 3 sisters, all very poor.
Eddie, why do we have to lie?
Publicity.
Are you for real? Your mambo?
Yeah, go play outside, sister.
No, push. My money.
The managers are on their way up.
Oh, good. Vince, Frank, clean out that room. We're expecting company.
You're moving too fast, Eddie. Managers are easy to handle, one at a time. But why send for 6 of them? You get 6 of them together in one room, Eddie, you're buying trouble.
Nick wants you to fight in Chicago by Labor Day. We gotta work fast. Oh, Toro. See, it's bedtime. A dormir, Toro.
Good night, Eddie.
Good night. Party's over, sister. I said the party's over. Out.
Hi, Jim. Hi, Max.
Oh, Max.
Hi, Max, hi.
I suppose these boys are all members of Benko's boxing club.
They've all done business with Nick before.
I'll do the talking for all of us.
Yeah? Who are you?
Wirehouse, Jim Wirehouse.
Leo tells me you've been unhappy.
We want a better shake. Toro's packing them in. You can pay us managers an extra 1,000 and still not feel it.
How much did the fighter get out of that?
What's it your affair what he
I
gets?
asked you a question. Just answer it.
Look, we all got contracts with our boys. They can't fight unless we say so.
The Wirehouse, all you do is spot a strong kid, buy him a license for $10, rent a towel for a dime, and toss him in the ring. For that, you grab a third of his purse. You steal another third by padding the expense account. Then you cheat him out of half of what's left by giving him a fast shuffle. You're the managers, that's for sure.
All I'm interested, do we get the extra dough?
Pay the fighter an extra 1,000 after each fight.
For what? Toro makes the gate, not their bums.
It's good insurance. Only pay him after he takes the dive and pay him directly.
Hey, nobody pays my fighter but me.
You trying to start something new? I split everything right down the middle with my boy. You trying to poison his mind against me?
All right, if we do go for the extra, let them take their share. What do we care how they cut it up?
Pay my Trambo an extra G, some broad will marry him, put him to work in a factory, and I lose my boy.
You'll get another one.
You can't pay my boy any money. I'm like a father to him. He can't go out and buy a pair of shoes without me.
Mr. Willis, you used to be a newspaper man. You just know a fighter in the ring. We gotta live with these bums. We gotta nurse them along. I tell you, they're lazy, worthless bums. They won't take a decent job. They don't want to work. That's why they're in the business.
Without the fighter, you were out of business.
That's where you're wrong. Fighters come and go. Managers stay on forever. You're on our side. It's best you stick with us. Fighters are dirt.
Let's not argue with him, Eddie.
If fighters are dirt, what are managers made of?
What are you made of?
Well, I'm wallowing in the same mud you are and for the same lousy buck. That's why I want the fighter to have an extra grand when he takes a dive. He'll talk about it for the rest of his life. He once made $1,000 for one night's work. I'll feel a little better, and so should you. Why don't you give those bums, as you call them, a break?
We handle the money. We'll pay the fighters.
Get rid of them. We'll do business somewhere else. Out, all of you.
All right, let's go.
We have the schedule all laid out. Where am I going to dig up a new crop of fighters on such short notice?
Now, don't worry about a thing. They'll be back. Anything for a buck.
Maybe they will and maybe they won't. But if they won't, I want Nick to know it was your fault.
Mr. Willis, we'd like to talk this over sensibly.
Sure, come on in.
Maybe you got a point. Just to show you that our hearts are in the right place, pay the bonus to the fighters.
Okay, have a drink.
Maybe we seem a little tough on our boys sometimes, but deep down inside, we really love them.
You know something, Jim? I never doubted you for a moment. Ms. Harding, Mr. Benko has authorized me to offer you his contribution of $25,000 for your crippled children's drive, if Toro fights the main event.
But Mr. Benko is notorious. I understand he's been indicted several times.
The brewery that sponsors the fight on television doesn't seem to mind.
You cannot afford to have your name associated with his.
Oh, you don't have to mention his name. The contribution will be anonymous.
I just want to do the right thing.
Then reject this offer.
Now, let's not be so hasty, Reverend. We must consider Mrs. Harding's tax position. She can't afford to take the whole load of this charity drive on her own shoulders. The Treasury Department won't allow more than a 20% deduction. As your attorney, I advise you to accept it.
Then I must withdraw. I advise you, Mrs. Harding, to do the same.
I just want to do the right thing.
Reverend, let me refresh your memory. During the Depression, Al Capone opened a lot of soup kitchens in Chicago. The mayor didn't see fit to close them just because he sponsored them. Money's not evil in and of itself. The purpose for which it's used is the determining factor. You can help an awful lot of crippled children with $25,000.
Exactly the way I feel.
Well, putting it in that light, perhaps we can look to the ultimate good. But the decision is up to you, Mrs. Harding.
I just want to do the right thing.
May I have your attention, please? We are proud to announce that the proceeds for tonight's fight goes for that worthy cause, the Crippled Children's Fund, sponsored by one of our fair city's leading benefactors, Mrs. Wilson Harding. We have at ringside two distinguished guests who have generously donated their presence. The #1 heavyweight contender, Buddy Brannan. And the heavyweight champion of the world, Gus Dundee. Next week in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, Buddy Brannan and Gus Dundee will meet in a 15-round bout for the heavyweight championship of the world. And now, at 204 pounds, Rocky Mason. And South America's heavyweight hope, the wild man of the Andes at 279 pounds, Toro Marino.
Come on, it's bedtime. That's the end of television tonight.
It's time for bed now, babies. Come on. Say good night to Mrs. Willis.
Good night.
Good night. Good night. See you later, Bright.
Good night, Daddy.
Good night, lover. Take care. Can I get you a fresh brandy, Mrs. Willis?
Oh, no, thank you.
You don't mind if I call you Beth, do you?
Oh, no, go right ahead.
All right, Beth. Well, Leah writes me that you want to join your husband on the coast. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Well, isn't that all right?
No, it's not right. It's all wrong. Eddie's doing great, so why stop him?
Well, how am I stopping him?
Look, I keep close tabs on Eddie, and every time you ride him, it slows him down a little bit, then he begins to develop some kind of a guilty conscience or something for a couple of days. Now, what I want to know exactly is, what are you telling him?
Thank you for a lovely dinner.
Oh, come on now, Mrs. Willis. Eddie and I are partners. We developed this thing to a point now we can make important money. The whole thing can blow up overnight. And what I'm trying to tell you is that Eddie's got to stay exactly the way he is.
Well, I don't know how he is. That's why I want to see him.
All right, supposing you go out and see him and you get him upset. You think you're being fair to me? I make a substantial investment. I take the risk. I give your husband a good hunk of dough for what he does. I'm trying to tell you, you owe me a certain degree of loyalty.
In other words, you just want me to be a good wife.
That's right. I want you to be a good wife. I want you to stay home, and I want you to leave him alone. I don't want you to write a lot of letters. Oh, come on, Beth. Look. Honey, you play ball with me and the money that he makes, your husband will never have to walk the streets again for the rest of his life.
Good night.
Now, Beth, this is Eddie's great chance. Don't ruin it.
I won't ruin it.
Excuse me.
Thank you. Hello? Eddie? Oh, honey, I'm so glad you called. I was beginning to worry. Well, I didn't get a letter this week. Well, tell me how you are. You feeling all right?
Everything's going great. Yes, I'll wire you 500 tomorrow. No.
Oh, pardon us.
No, I want you to spend it. Oklahoma City, and then we head back east. Oh, yeah, well, that was my fault. Oh, sure, I got your letter. I'll try to write more often.
Hello? Hello? Eddie? Hello, operator. Operator, we were disconnected.
I'm sorry, but the party hung up.
What?
Shall I try to get that number back?
No, never mind. Hello? Yes, Eddie, we were cut off. No, I'm fine. I have everything I want. Except you. Sure. Sure, I understand. Well, goodbye. Goodbye, Eddie. Goodbye.
Hey, Willis. That bum won't take the dive. He changed his mind.
He what?
Yeah, wait. Come on. Boys, outside.
What's the trouble, Chief?
I won't go in the tank.
You made a deal. You can't welsh on it now. You want to get us both crippled?
Now, you keep
I got
out of
nothing
it.
to do with this double cross.
Keep out of it, will
You gotta
you?
believe me. He's wacky, this, and then he's got rocks in his head.
What changed your mind, Chief?
I thought this would be a small fight. No one would come. But everyone's here tonight. All my friends, relatives, my whole tribe. I can't take a dive in front of them. I just can't do it. I've got my pride.
Your pride? Well, you know, good
Cut it
bum.
out, Leo. You know you get $1,000 bonus.
Keep your money. I've got my pride.
Torres knocked out every opponent so far. It's no disgrace to lose to him. It's good business. Think of the money you'll be throwing away.
Money don't last long with me. I gotta hold on to my pride.
All right. The chicken wire.
Come on, get going. Let's hold the
Things
things
up.
up.
Chicken
We
wire.
got a wild mob out there. They'll tear the
You
joint
ever hear
up.
the chicken wire routine?
No. What is it?
Now, you take a little piece of chicken wire about this big. It fits right into your mouthpiece. You get a punch in the mouth, the blood flows like wine. They stop the fight. You get your money and you save your pride.
Brannon is now champion?
Sí, es muy buen boxeador. Por poco mata a Dundee.
In America, we must speak English.
You are right. I forget. You will train very hard. And someday you will get a chance to fight this Brannon.
And I will beat him.
Yes, and you will be the champion.
Good.
Very good. You are a very lucky young man, Toro.
I am lucky to have so many good friends, like you and Eddie.
Yes, Eddie's a very fine man.
Eddie! Hi, Eddie. Eddie, before you open your mouth, I want to say one thing. You've done a great job.
So far, so good.
And this one, come on. This one, look at this. If he gets any bigger, we'll have to rent him out like the floors in the Empire State Building. Hold it! Come on. Hey! Come on. We're getting close to the big money, you know. Toro's not only a West Coast sensation, he's not a kid in New York that wouldn't recognize him. That's the power of television today.
Yeah, so everybody knows him. He still can't fight. You must have been off your rocker to match him with the ex-champ.
Nick? Yeah, well...
Grandy.
I'll be right there. Listen, why don't you let me take care of the matchmaking? I know what I'm doing.
I'm sorry to disturb you, Mr. Venko.
Well, I'm sorry, too, but I'm very, very busy, Mr. Grandy.
Please, El Toro asked me for some money.
Money for what?
To send home to his mother.
Well, we don't have any. We're in the red.
Red?
Red, that means we're not making any money.
How can that be? Wherever Toro fights, the stadiums are filled.
What's the matter with you? You trying to make me into a liar or
Well,
something?
no,
All
but-
right, and then I told you I'm a busy man, Leo. Get rid of him. Get him out of here. You know what the trouble with you is, Eddie? You're getting nervous.
Nick, I hate to keep harping on this, but Dundee will murder him.
Nobody's going to get murdered. You tell him, Leo.
No one gets hurt.
Is it fixed?
It's a fix.
Oh, no, I can't believe that. Dundee never went at the bag for anybody. You can't buy him.
I already bought him.
Yeah, well, you'll have to show me.
I'll show you. Just step on the terrace a minute.
How are you, Gus?
Hello, Eddie. You know Pop.
Oh, sure.
Hi, Miss Willis.
How's family?
Fine. I've been following that big clown of yours. Can he do anything yet?
Well, he can stand up if you don't press him too hard.
You tell your boy no rough stuff. Gus shouldn't be going in the ring so soon after the Brannon fight. Brannon didn't hurt me. It was just a lucky punch. Some lucky punch. You were out for 5 hours.
What happened, Gus?
Everything's been arranged. What are you asking questions for?
I want to know, that's why.
Rub my neck, Pop. Sure. Right here. Got a lousy headache. Couldn't sleep all night.
We were talking about your fight with Brannon, remember?
Yeah. It wasn't Buddy's punch that kept me out so long. No, sir. No, sir. It was,
Remember? I told you now, the doctor, the penicillin, the cold, remember?
Yeah, that's what it was. I had a cold all during training. That goofy doctor. He shoots me full of stuff. I'm allergic to penicillin. That's what lowered my resistance. And then Buddy got in that lucky punch. Yeah, that's what it was. Eddie, I got a reputation. I don't want to blow it this late in the game.
Eddie will take care of the press. You'll go out in a blaze of glory.
Yeah, I'll make you look good, Gus.
Yeah, you were a good man, Eddie. My head is killing me. Got an aspirin?
Get down to the drugstore. Get him some aspirin.
I'll see you later, Gus. No, Gus has had it. He's punched out.
Well, why else would he make a deal?
I suppose he forgets when he gets in the ring what happens to Toro.
He's not that punchy. Otherwise, he wouldn't cost me $100,000 to take a dive. We started with nothing, and it's all, Eddie, big business. Come on, Eddie. Big business. You know, you drum the name in their heads long enough, and then sooner or later they buy the label. Here's your suite. Go take a look around.
Anybody home?
Hello?
Oh, hello. Hey, this yours?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very pretty. I see you took me at my word.
Thank you.
Why didn't you let me know you were coming?
I thought Banco'd let you know.
Banco?
He finally told me I could join you.
Well, you didn't have to ask him. I sent you enough money. You could have come along any time.
I wasn't sure you wanted me to.
You weren't sure?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, no. Wait a minute. I don't know what you've been thinking since I've been gone, but whatever it was, you better stop it.
All right. I'll try.
No, don't try. Just stop it. I'm glad you came. It's been a long time.
Sure has.
No. I will not go. You cannot do that. I belong with Toro and I stay with him.
You shut up. This is a high-class hotel. You want to think I'm a bum?
I fight. I get a lawyer.
You're not going to see anything.
I take Toro away from you.
What's going on?
Grandy's flying home tonight. Max, you get him a ticket.
What did he do?
I think he's a pest. He's always bothering me. That's all for money.
He's got it coming, hasn't he?
He doesn't have a dime coming. Besides, his visa runs out in the week, and I learned he's not going to get an extension.
You learned or you fixed it?
We don't want any trouble making foreigners in the country, Eddie.
But you can't do this, Nick. The kid'll be lost without him.
Kid'll be all right. He trusts you and he loves you. Ask Leo.
Yeah, he's the only one he talks to.
Sure, that's right. And he'll forget ever you knew it, Grandy. Listen, remember one thing. 2 more fights and we're home.
I can get him a seat on a 10 o'clock flight.
Good.
You're doing the wrong thing, Nick. Why jeopardize everything
You trying to tell me how to run my business?
I was about to make an intelligent suggestion.
Don't.
You can't get my visa revoked.
Oh, come on, Eddie. I don't want to have a beef with you. What are you wasting your sympathy on a Grandy for? I say the guy's got to go. He goes, that's all.
All right, then, buy him out.
Buy him? Well, you're in the deal, too. Any money I give him comes out of your pocket, too.
I said buy him out. That's the way I want it.
Oh, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. You're not indispensable. You know, I did pretty good without you.
Then fire me.
Come on now. What are we arguing about? Why argue? We're partners. All right, I want to see you happy. Leo, make sure when a Granny gets on the plane that night, he's got $5,000. That's more money he's ever seen in his life. Now, you satisfied?
Ah, stinks.
Well, what are we so touchy about? Why so touchy? I keep shelling, I keep paying out. I'm a very generous guy. Ask Leo.
You're a very generous man, Nick.
I better go pick up his ticket.
All right, Leo, get a Grandy out of here and break the news to Toro and make sure he doesn't act up. And above all, stick with Toro, right?
Come on.
Eddie, look, let's not argue in front of people. It makes us look bad.
And $5 grand makes us look good, huh? What? When? I'll be right down. Toro's run away.
Help me! Eddie, help me!
You wait here.
Help me, Eddie, help me!
Leave him alone. Get out of here. What's wrong?
I want to go back home like a grande. I don't like these people. I wish to go home.
All right, come on over here.
These beings are right. They watch me all the time. I'm afraid of them.
Take it easy.
But I do not like these
Now,
people. I
calm
wish to go
down.
home. I wish to go home.
I want to talk to you.
I will not sit down. Louis promised he would never go. Why did he leave?
Visa, his passport expired.
But why him and not me? We come here together.
The government makes exception for special people. You're special at Grandy. Well, he's not.
You are my friend, Eddie.
I hope so. Now, Toro, look. Do as you're told for a little while longer, and you'll go home a rich man. The first South American heavyweight champion of the world. They'll hold parades for you. You'll be famous. They'll treat you like a king. Your mother and father will be proud of you. Maybe you don't care what they think. But think of how they're going to feel if you come home and nobody.
What if they never let me go?
No. That's nonsense. Now, I'm going to let you in on a secret. I don't like them either. I did this for the money, the same as you. As soon as we get enough money, I'm going to quit. We'll both quit together, you and me. That's a promise.
I believe you, Eddie.
Get back to the hotel.
Hello, Beth.
Hello, Art.
How are you, Art? Hello. And Nick? Hi.
What happened between you and Art?
Who? Nothing.
There's real excitement here in Chicago tonight. The winner of tonight's bout earns a chance to meet Buddy Brannon, the champion in New York. We're running a little late tonight. Neither fighter has made his appearance.
Go on, go down, see what's holding him up.
Come on, move. Hey, what's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. Everything's fine. Nothing's wrong at all.
Hey, what's the start? We're ready. We're waiting for Dundee to go.
Oh, what's with Dundee?
Wait a minute, Leo. Max went to find out. You better wait in here.
Right.
They got commissioners snooping around. Huh?
That's good, Carl. Keep punching. Light, loose.
How you feeling, huh?
Okay. Come on now, big fella. Loosen up. Relax those necks. Mr. Leo, I win tonight. Then only one more fight and I go home.
Yeah. Well, you gotta do more than that. You have to knock Dundee flat to get a crack at the champ.
I knock him out.
Attaboy, Toro. Knock him flat with your matzo punch.
Leo. Just a sec. I don't think he'll show.
He's gotta show.
What do you want me to do?
You tell him. No, tell his manager. Tell him what Nick will do. And then make it strong.
Right.
Now, Frank, you stay here. Dundee's in bad shape.
What's the matter with him?
I don't know. He can't hold a glass of water on his
Tell
tongue.
him to give him a shot or something.
His nose is bleeding.
What am I supposed to do? Cancel a fight because he's got a nosebleed or something? I'm going to lose a gate like this? No, I want him up here.
All right. Max will get him up in the ring if he has to drag him.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have here at ringside the man who the winner of tonight's bout will meet in New York sometime later this year, the heavyweight champion of the world, Buddy Brannon. And now, for the main event, 10 rounds of boxing, introducing the South American Goliath who has scored 25 consecutive knockouts at 275 pounds, Toro Marino. And his opponent at 212 pounds, the ex-heavyweight champion of the world, Gus Dundee.
You may know the rules for the state of Illinois. I want you to give me a nice, clean fight. In the event of a knockdown, I want you to go to the furthest neutral corner and stay there until I tell you to come out fighting. Any questions?
You going to designate the furthest neutral corner?
I'll take care of everything, don't you worry. Now shake hands and come out fighting.
With the money I'm paying him, he better make it look good.
Don't worry, he will.
What's the matter with Gus? It looks like he's not even trying. You better start trying next round.
Why don't they stop the fight?
It's too early. The fans have got to get their money's worth.
Press away from Toro. Remember, no statements. And you keep a tab on dummies.
I'll get you out of here.
No, you go on. I'll ask Art to take the hotel. Come on.
All right.
I'd like to talk to you.
Sure, Ben.
What do you think, Doc?
He's still in a coma.
Is he bleeding now?
There's a little seepage from his ears.
I don't think Toro hit him hard enough for that.
The chances are Toro had nothing to do with it. Gus probably came out of the Brannon fight with his hemorrhage. I understand he took a pretty severe beating from Buddy.
Yeah. Well, the commission examined Gus yesterday at the weigh-in. They passed him. Now, why did they pass him?
Well, damaged tissue can be awfully small, no bigger than a pinpoint. It wouldn't necessarily show up in an examination, but it just takes a little tap to start the bleeding again.
Well, Gus has got a strong constitution. I think he'll pull through.
Gus is a good man. I'm praying for him.
That's right, George. You do that. It's a good thing to do. You keep right on praying for him. What I'm trying to say is that it's an accident, right?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, it could happen in any fight. The two guys get in the ring, they got to take their chances, right?
That's right.
Now, if it's up to the boxing commission to decide whether a fighter's fit to get in the ring or not up to us. And if they pass him, then we're in the clear. Wouldn't you say that?
That's the accepted view. Doesn't happen to be mine.
Oh. Doctor, would you do me a favor, please? Eddie Willis is inside with Gus. Would you tell him we'd like to see him in here, please?
Yes.
Why can't we go back to the hotel and
No,
wait?
we're going to stay right here, and we're going to show a little respect. Frank, go get some coffee.
Right.
Hey, Nick, how about some sandwiches?
What do you mean sandwiches? What's the matter with you? Trying to make a picnic out of this or something? Just coffee, that's all.
All right.
Oh, listen, Eddie, listen, you gotta do something, because this is gonna look lousy for us if the press starts to play up the angle that Gus was finished after the Brannon fight. You gotta make up a story, something for the morning papers.
You mean something like Gus was a formidable opponent, but when he climbed into the ring with the wild man of the Andes, he was gambling with his life.
That's
is that
right,
it?
that's wonderful.
And
right.
you want to put the New York Boxing Commission on notice of that.
Great, that's exactly right, that's great.
It sure is great. How can you worry about the press when Gus is lying in there with a tube in his head?
Come on, Eddie. How about a statement?
Well, Toro fought a good, clean fight. It was just one of those things.
Did Marino ever kill anyone in South America?
No.
But he did send a couple of fighters to the hospital. I remember you writing that out on the West Coast, Eddie.
I was just press agent talking. As a matter of fact...
Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Let's not hide anything from the press. I mean, sure, Toro sent a couple of the boys to the hospital in South America. Why not? He's tough. Anyone that climbs in the ring with Toro is taking a chance, and I want the whole world to know that. And Buddy Brannon in New York, I want Buddy Brannon to know that, too.
You think Toro's going to take the title away from Brannon?
I'm serving notice on the New York State Boxing Commission right here and now. We want to win the championship, but we do not want a repetition of what happened tonight. And when the referee sees that Brannon has not enough from Toro, then he should stop the fight.
How soon do you think the fight will be?
Oh, I don't know. We ought to go in about 6 weeks.
How big a gate do you think the fight will draw?
Oh, no, please. Come on, gentlemen, no. Please, let's not discuss that here. I mean, I'd give up a crack at the title if I thought it could help Gus. Dundee's always been a clean fighter, a good family man. He's been a credit to his profession. And if there's a God in heaven, then I'm sure he'll be in Gus's corner tonight.
Died on the operating table, never came to.
I heard it on the radio.
Yeah, rotten luck. Gus is only 33 years old. In most jobs, he was just a kid. Fight game, he's an old man.
Hello, this is 1104. Would you send someone up for our bags? Yes, we're checking out. Thank you.
What do you mean we're checking out?
We're going home.
I can't go home now.
Look, I just had a long talk with Art Levitt.
I don't want to hear anything about Art Levitt or anything he has to say. He told me enough in California.
You should have listened to him.
There's a lot of things I should have done and a lot of things I shouldn't have done.
But how can you even think of staying?
I can't go back now. In 6 weeks, Toro fights Brannon in New York. That's when I cash in. If I walk out now, Nick will cut me off like I was a dead fish.
You're beginning to sound as though money means everything to you.
Well, you did all right with the money I sent you. Did anybody ask you where it came from when you bought that fur coat?
You told me you were a press agent. But you didn't tell me that a man had to die.
I didn't have anything to do with his dying. You talk as if I'd killed him.
I didn't say that. Honey, if you don't leave now, you'll be no different than Nick.
Haven't I got enough trouble without you giving me more?
Hetty, I don't know what's happened to you.
Hello. No. I haven't got time to talk to you now. Well, you've been letting me have it pretty good.
Other men lose their jobs, and what do? They get another job. You could go back to the rewrite desk.
No, I won't settle for that.
Why won't you?
Hell, I was there 20 years ago.
It pays a living, but you want more, is that
Yes,
it?
I want more, and I'm getting it.
But how are you getting it?
All I know is that if you don't have it, you're a bum in anybody's book.
Would you take those 3 bags, please?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, Nick, I'll be right over.
It's the first time the big bum's been happy.
Eddie, we made it. We're in. I talked to Buddy Brannon's his manager in New York. This morning we closed the deal and made the match. Here, look at the tape. Look at that. Gus did me a favor by kicking off. Now nobody can point a finger and say that's Toro the phony or Toro the freak. They gotta say that's Toro. Toro the killer in the center of the ring. I'll tell you another thing. We're sitting on top of the whole world, on top of the whole fat, wide world, and you got 10% right off the top. And I'll tell you one more thing. It couldn't happen to a better guy.
Hey, Eddie. Here is a girl that wants to marry me.
Well, I'll make your mother very happy.
Sure, Eddie, Eddie, this is Shirley. She's a very fine girl. This is Eddie. He's a very fine man.
No, thank you.
One more. What round? Hold it up. Toro.
The great city of New York is proud and honored by having this world's heavyweight championship boxing contest. The whole world looks upon you two fine athletes to uphold the great American tradition of fine sportsmanship. I know from both you boys' past experiences that you've always given your all, and we can expect a fine, clean, honest contest that will go down in the annals of pugilism that will be long remembered.
Commissioner? Smile, please, running.
Have him shake hands. Commissioner.
Thanks, Joey.
Okay, Eddie.
Hey, Willis. Wait a minute.
You wait downstairs, huh?
I got a beef with you.
What's bothering you, Brannon?
Been planning a lot of phony stories in the paper, and I don't like it.
What is it you don't like?
Making out that big joker of yours is a killer.
All right, come on, buddy. We'll talk about it.
All right, leave him alone. Leave him alone.
Hey, get him on the way out.
Go ahead, Eddie. Listen, we're just trying to build up the gate, so what do you care what we say?
I care plenty. It's a question of personal pride.
In what way did I hurt your pride?
You know I'm the one that nailed Gus, murdered him for 15 rounds. Don't know what held him up. But when Gus left the ring that night, he was a dead man. All your joker did was tap him. I did all the work, and you give your guy all the glory. I don't like it.
Brannon, I did you a grave injustice. I never knew it meant that much to you.
Well, it does. When I butcher a guy, I want the whole world to know it. And they'll know it when I get through with your boy.
Now, wait a minute. You're supposed to carry Toro for 6 rounds.
Yeah, don't louse up the film rights. That's important money.
There's more than money at stake with me. I'm going to prove when Toro gets in that ring that I'm the guy that put Dundee away.
Now, listen. I don't care what you do to Toro, but use your head. Don't do it until after 6 rounds. That was the deal, buddy. Understand?
No deal, Nick. No deal. I'm going to butcher your guy.
Well, you're the fixer. Let's see you fix your way out of this one.
What am I supposed to do? Listen, you knew sooner or later Toro would have to have a real fight. Well, this is it.
Now, wait a minute.
What?
I want you to fix it so he doesn't walk into a meat grinder. That's what I want.
Well, I can't help it this bum gets mad. Don't blame me.
Stop telling me it's not my problem. I'll make it my problem.
Toro's not your brother. He's a stranger. You're not responsible for what happens to him.
He trusts me and he believes in me.
Well, so do I. That's why I hired you. That's why I gave you a piece of the deal. You got to make up your mind, Eddie. You can't separate yourself into 2 people, and I want to know where you stand.
Well, I'm still part of the deal, but I don't want to see him get butchered.
All right, fine. Now let's talk about something important. Look, the odds in Brannon are 5-1. Now that's bad for the gate. You got to build up Toro stronger.
Cut me off at the corner.
Look, we build up Toro stronger than the odds, and Brannon dropped about 9-5. And then we put some big bets in on Brannon, and we pick up a bundle.
Beth.
Hello, Eddie.
I just got in this morning.
Yes?
Well, do we have to stand out here in the hall? I'm not a vacuum cleaner salesman. I'm your husband. This is my home. I live here, I think.
I'm sorry. I can be packed and out of your way in 5 minutes.
Now, look, Beth, why can't we be sensible and talk this thing over?
What is there to talk about? What's different? You're with the same outfit.
You still feel the same way you did in Chicago?
Yes, Eddie, I do.
Well,
Eddie! If you want Toro, Frank took him to St. Eustace.
you're not supposed to take him any place without asking me first.
I figured a church was all right. Besides, the priest called and asked him to come over.
What for?
I don't know. Maybe to give him his blessings.
Where's Toro?
In the vestry, talking to the father.
I received this letter from Father Papelli. He's the priest in Santa Maria, Mr. Moreno's village. Do you read Spanish?
No. Well, you better read it to me.
Mr. Moreno's mother wants him to come home right away.
Is she ill?
No. She's in mourning for the man who was killed by her son. She does not want him to fight anymore.
He didn't kill anybody. It was an accident.
A man was beaten to death in the ring. This man does not want to continue any further in this barbaric sport.
Eddie, you are my friend. Help me go home.
I'd like to help you, but you can't go home yet.
I want to go home now, Eddie. Right now.
Toro, do you trust me? Well, do you?
Yes, Eddie.
All right, then you come along with me and I'll see what I can do. Don't worry about him. I'll look after him.
Gracias, Padre.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I talked from the voice is hoarse, and we're right back where we started. A priest 6,000 miles away writes a letter, and all of a sudden, all our dreams go up in smoke. When I took you off the boat, I took one look at you, and I made a promise. Remember what I said? I promised to give you a crack at the heavyweight championship of the world. Now, I've kept my word, haven't I? It wasn't easy. I couldn't do it alone. It took the efforts of every man in this room to do it. We worked for you, we sweated for you, we bled for you, we worried about you. You had nothing but the best. Here, look, here's Danny. Danny is the best trainer in the business, and he handled you like you were his only son. George, he worked like a slave to teach you the tricks of the game. Leo poured money over you like it was water, giving you the best protection and comfort that a fighter could get. Max scouted your opponents, and they passed the information on to Danny and George so you would be prepared to win. Vince, Frank, they watched over you like you were a little baby. Eddie knocked his brains out so that the name of Toro could be known all over the world. Now, why do you think I did all this? You think I did this because I wanted to make money? No, I did it because all my life I wanted to have a champion. I put all my dreams, I put all my hopes in you, and then you sit there and you say, no, you don't want to fight. You want to go home. You know what I'm saying? Will you? Listen, Toro, listen to me now. If you quit now, you're not only cheating on yourself, but you're robbing every man in this room of what he's worked for. How can you be so selfish?
Mr. Benko, you make me feel like I am a bad man. Eddie, I do not like to do this to you, but I must do what the priest say is right.
Get him out of here. Come on, out! I want him. Get him out of here.
You come with me, Eddie?
No, you go ahead. I'll be along.
Maybe Eddie ought to work
Just shut up. And you better talk him in the ring with Brandon because you're the only one to listen to.
Sure he'll listen to me. You said nobody gets hurt. Isn't that what you said? Nobody gets hurt.
You want to make the money, don't you? You want the money that's clean and easy. Well, this is a tough business. And if you want the money, you're going to have to go pick it up for yourself. Now, you get him in the ring with Brandon.
You tell me nobody gets hurt and you put him in the ring with a guy that'll murder him.
I don't care what happens to him. Get him in the ring. If you find a way to get him in without him getting hurt, fine. If you don't, that's fine, too. But get him in, Eddie. That's all. There must be some way to do it.
Sure, there's a way.
You've been lying to him. You've lied to him ever since you got a hold of him. Suppose I start telling him the truth. Maybe that'll work.
Maybe.
Where is he? In there. All right, all you guys blow. George, you stay here. You really believe you killed Dundee, don't you?
With this hand, I killed him.
Yeah, you really believe that. Well, let me tell you something. You couldn't kill anybody unless you had a gun.
What you mean?
Just what I said. You can't punch. You're a fake. You never hurt anyone.
I punch, they go boom. 26 men.
Every one of them a fix or a pushover.
I do not believe you.
I don't care what you believe. It's the truth. You're not even a 10th-rate fighter. You're what they call a bum.
I don't bum. I train hard and I fight hard. I do not know my own strength.
You believe all those lies I write about you. Nick Benko paid me to make up those fairy tales so people would think you couldn't be hurt.
No one can hurt Del Toro.
No way. Any saloon fighter could wipe up the floor with you.
Go away, Eddie. Go away.
George, you don't know your own strength, and I'm going to show you what a bum you really are. George, how old are you?
I'm 53, Mr.
You hear that? He's 53, a broken-down old war horse, but he can still beat your brains out. I want you to belt him. Let him know what it feels like to get hit for once in his life.
I can't do it, Mr. Willis.
You like him, don't you?
Yes, sir, I do.
Then you'll be doing him a favor. He thinks he's King Kong. He won't believe the truth. I want you to belt some sense into him.
Go away, George. I don't want to hurt you.
Belt him, I said.
Go away, George. I don't want to hurt you. Watch it, big fella.
Now, let him get up by himself. Come on, get up. I'm sorry, kid, but it was the only way to prove it to you. You never killed anybody and you can't fight. You don't punch hard enough to bust an egg. Priest was right. You better go home before you get yourself badly hurt and wind up on Skid Row like the rest of the boys. Isn't that right, George?
Mr. Willis is right, Toro. What do I do, Eddie? Tell me. What do I do?
All right, now listen to me and listen carefully. You go home now, you go home broke. You fight Brannon and you wind up with money.
The Brannon fight? That is fixed too?
No. You can't fix the champ.
And I can't beat him, huh?
Well, you might as well know the truth. Brannon's got it in for you. He's the one who killed Dundee, and he wants to use you to prove it.
Yes, sir. This Brannon, he's a mean fighter. He loves to pound a man to jelly.
But I can't go home broke.
And go ahead with the match, but don't try to fight him. Just stay in there long enough to make it look good. George will show you how to handle yourself.
Listen, Toro, you got a long reach. Hold him off. Don't let him get close enough to hurt you. Keep away from him. When he moves inside, don't fight him. Grab him and hold him. Hold him until the referee breaks you. You do that for a couple of rounds. Make it look good. Make a good showing. And the first time he connects and you feel hurt, go down. Stay down. Stay down till the referee counts you out. And that's the only way to fight him, boy.
I don't know. What would people think of me?
What do you care what a bunch of bloodthirsty, screaming people think of you? Did you ever get a look at their faces? They pay a few lousy bucks hoping to see a man get killed. The hell with them. Think of yourself. Get your money and get out of this rotten business.
Okay, Eddie. I do like you say.
And you fight like George tells you?
Yeah, I fight like George tells me.
Good. Thanks for your help, George.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
Come on.
Remember, big fella, fight like I told you. Understand?
I understand.
Let's go.
Come on, hurry it up. That only helps if you can fight. Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us take time out for a moment of silence for Gus Dundee, a real champion who went down fighting when the great referee counted him out for the last time.
This afternoon, I want to caution you again to watch your low blows. In case of a knockdown, the man on his feet goes to the farthest corner before the count starts. Shake hands now, come out fighting, and good luck to both. Come on, Toro!
Still again, Toro. Clinch when he moves inside. Clinch, stay away. Don't fight. Toro, clinch him. Hang on to him. When you go down, stay down. What do people think of me? Leave me alone, George.
orders in there already.
I just want to see how he is.
Sorry, can't do it. Let me see your pass. Right? How do you feel, Toro?
What punch hurt the most?
You want to fight Brennan again?
Take him next time?
Now leave him alone, boys. Let the doc work on him. Give him a break, will you?
All right.
How badly is he hurt, Doc?
His jaw's broken. I can't set it here. We'll have to move him to the hospital. The ambulance is coming down here to the lower level.
They go home now. Get my money.
Yeah, I'll get your money and you can go home. I don't talk anymore.
All right, let's make way for him.
All right, let's clear the way for him.
Why did he take that awful beating? Why didn't he fight like you told him to?
Some guys can sell out, and other guys just can't. Good night.
Good night, George.
Oh, come on in today. We're just talking about you. You know Jim Wirehouse?
Yeah, we met.
Yeah, last summer in Las Vegas.
I just sold Toro's contract to Wirehouse.
I just came from the hospital. You'll never fight again.
The doc says it's busted Joe men in 3 months.
Yeah, we need that much time to work up a fresh campaign.
What campaign? What are you talking about?
We can cover the same towns that you went through. This time, the hometown fans will pay to see the local boy beat up the big
He's
guy.
all through. You know that. He's washed up.
Oh, he's still got a big name. You gave it to him, remember?
We can make nothing but money, Willis. I already got him booked with Jack Jasper for the bull ring in Tijuana.
What makes you think he wants to go on fighting?
These bums are all alike. How they are. From the preliminaries right up to the Gus Dundies, they all think they got one more fight left.
He better have plenty of fights left in him for the price I'm paying him.
You got no complaint. He's still a bargain at 75 grand.
And that includes the bus.
Hey, wait a second. What's going on here?
What's the matter with you? You're in.
Sure, I'm making you the same deal that Nick gave you.
Well, Jim, you're gonna have to watch me. You could trust. Here. There's your share. $26,000. Want to count it?
What's Toro got coming?
I don't know. Why don't you ask Leo? Leo's the bookkeeper.
I promised him I'd pick up his money and bring it to him in the hospital.
What's the rush? He's in no shape to go out and spend it.
I promised I'd bring it to him.
I'd have to look it up in the books.
Well, look it up. I'll wait.
All right, you want it that way?
Hey, you want to have some food and a cup of coffee?
Why'd you sell his contract to Wirehouse without asking him?
Listen, I own a boxing club, and Toro's part of my stable. A guy in the stable doesn't ask a horse if he
He's
wants
not a
to-
horse. He's a human being.
Fighters ain't human.
How would you know?
Here it is.
Yeah, well, I can't make head or tail of this. What's Toro's share?
It's all there in black and white.
All right, show it to me.
Well, here, to begin with, Turner Grandy each own 50%. Now, they made a partnership deal with Max.
Max?
Yeah.
Where does he come in?
Well, he met him at the boat. They signed a piece of paper giving him 50%.
That's highway robbery.
It'll hold up in any court.
All right. That leaves Toro with 25% of himself.
Well, you're forgetting Nick. When Toro signed a contract with Nick, he had to split himself down the middle again.
Well, how many times can a man split himself up?
Everything Leo says, I got signed, sealed, and notarized.
How big was the gate tonight?
$1,284,000, that's before taxes.
What's Toro's share?
Well, Toro doesn't get it off the top, you know. First, we have to deduct expenses.
What were the expenses?
Well, here, $126,800 for training camp and personnel.
You never spent that much.
I got tabs to prove every nickel I spent. You want to make a little bet on that?
Don't bet with Leo. On the books, he's never wrong.
All right, what else?
Yeah, $142,700 for salaries and living expenses in New York City.
Well, Nick is in New York office.
Well, listen, I'm entitled to live. After all, I wasn't sleeping when you were on the road. Who made the matches with Dundee and Brannan?
All right, just tell me what Toro's got coming.
No, wait. You started this. Let me finish. There's $67,384 for publicity and entertainment. You spend most of that yourself,
Just tell me how much Toro's got coming.
Wait, I want you to hear all of it. There's the equipment, sparring partners, transportation, long-distance calls, telegrams, bills to the other
How
party
much
to
does he
tank,
get?
federal state taxes, petty cash, and miscellaneous.
How much does he get?
Exactly $49.07.
$49. The gate was over $1 million. What is this, a gag?
We don't keep funny books. We don't want to get in trouble with the government.
Send in your own CPA. If you can find one single wrong entry in there, I'll quit my job.
You got these figures trained so they jump through hoops, and your lawyers have legal contracts to back up Leo's figures.
I don't like talk like that, Eddie.
You can't do this to a guy, Nick. You let him get beat to a pulp and then leave him with a hole in his
What's the matter with you? You got your share.
The man lies in the hospital with a broken jaw, and he took the worst beating I ever saw in my whole
go
life.
on,
And
see
you
it
want me
all.
to go back and tell him that all he gets is a lousy $49.07 for a broken jaw? How much would you take?
You better take it slow, Eddie.
He didn't have 5 guys in the ring with him.
What are you taking here?
I go home now.
Yes, Toro, you go home.
Let me hold my money.
All about the money. I went over the books last night with Nick and Leo, and
I know they are thieves, but you're a smart man, Eddie. They cannot fool you. How much money did you get for me? How much money, Eddie?
Well,
I do not need so much. Just enough to buy my mother the new house. And my father, I will take him to Buenos Aires and buy him the shoes. All kind of shoes. Let me hold my money, Eddie.
all right, there it is.
How much?
$26,000.
In my country, that is a lot of money.
It's a lot of money in any country.
Pan American World Airways Flight 203 for Buenos Aires, now boarding Pan American Concourse Gate 4. All aboard Flight 203, please. Su atención, por favor. Pan American World Airways anuncia la salida del vuelo 203 con destino a Buenos Aires, Argentina. Los pasajeros favor de abordar el avión por la puente número 4. Su atención, por favor, reciba llamada.
What are you going to do now? Got any plans?
Oh, I got a few ideas. But you better hold on to your job for a while.
All right. I don't mind.
Wait a minute. I better get this.
Nothing.
All right, come on. Where's Toro? What'd you do with him?
I put him on the plane.
Oh, come on now. Don't fool me. Where is he?
I put him on a plane and sent him home. You want to hear it again?
All right, you get him back. I don't know how you're going to get him back, but you get him back or you're going to have to pay me $75,000.
Get out of here, Nick.
I lay off. You listen to me. I sold Toro to Wirehouse. You shipped him out of the country. That means you stole my merchandise. Now I got to pay Wirehouse back his money, and you're going to make it up to me. Now, how are we going to begin? You're going to give me back the $26,000 I gave you. That's going to be the first payment.
I gave it to Toro.
Oh, come on. I can't believe that. Give me the money.
I don't care what you believe. I gave it to Toro.
All right. You throw away your money, but don't throw away mine. I'm going to stay on your back till I get my $75,000.
No, you don't have to do that because I'm going to pay you back.
How are
I'm
you
going to pay you
me?
every
Just
cent
how?
I owe you. I'm going to make you a very famous man. I'm going to write a series of articles, and you're going to be the leading character. Everybody in the town will be talking about you. I might even make you Man of the Year.
All right, go ahead. You go ahead and write. It's been tried before. Who reads and who cares?
I care.
And who's going to listen to you?
People still know how to read.
What do you mean, the people? The people? The little people, they sit and get fat and fall asleep in front of the television set with their belly full of beer. That's the people for you.
Well, maybe this will wake them up.
That's big talk coming from you, Eddie, and nobody, because that's what you are exactly, and nobody.
Huh? Nobody doesn't have very much to lose. I know you inside out, Nick. I know what you've done and how you did it. And I know how you expect to do it.
Listen, the fight game is big business. It's my business. You open your mouth to holler, and we'll shut you up.
You're gonna have your muscle men work me over? I can still write from a hospital bed.
Listen, Eddie, you listen to me, and you pay attention. You get the writing idea out of your head.
You can't scare me, and you can't buy me, and you haven't got any other way. Nick, you're in trouble.
You might fight with me.
No. You're not fighting me. I'm fighting you. I'm fighting for Toro and myself and every bum that ever got his brains knocked loose in the ring.
A man that gives away $26,000 you can't talk to. I want to tell you one more thing. I wouldn't give 26 cents for your future.